Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, I would just like to give a general warning to not be fooled by any scammers contacting you pretending to be me. I will never contact you. I will never ask you for money. I will never, say that, oh, the stars align and they're telling me you need a reading or anything like that. I mainly work primarily on YouTube. I do have an Instagram, but I haven't uploaded on that in quite a long time. So don't be scammed, don't be fooled. I do have a link for a PayPal account if anybody wants to donate. That's appreciated, but it's not necessary at all. All right, so now with that all said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see here, Pisces, what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, Two of Cups. I see a connection coming forward, and it's like this very fast, very intense connection. It could actually be somebody from your past contacting you. And there's a feeling here like there's a bigger spark than there actually is. So just be aware of this. There is also a sense of somebody telling you that like this is the road to healing. You're going to have, it's almost like this is the way to heal, and you're going to have an instinctual emotional response like no to it. Listen to yourself, don't listen to them, okay? There is a need to kind of like pull back and really embrace what you love and what you want, and not let their desires, their wants, or their larger way of looking at things overpower you. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So this is the solar plexus chakra. This is self-mastery. There's a real sense of a gut alignment during this time. We're listening to our gut. We're listening to what we want. We're listening to what we need. And there's a real sense of instinct, of power, of determination, of focus, really leading us in a higher direction, in a higher vibration than what we were originally used to. So we're going to see ourselves really stepping into a power that we thought wasn't ours, or wasn't there, or that we weren't connecting with anymore. No, we're reclaiming that power. Let's look at our tarot energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. Interesting. All right. When it comes to work, there's a new road that is opening up to us, but also our creativity and our passion. There is something where we almost thought like, that's in the past, or that was my youth, or that was a silly idea. But there's a real sense of this passion, this creativity really coming forward, and we need to claim it. There's a road that's opening. Okay, Spirit is showing a road that's opening that wasn't seen before. We always thought that it had to be one way. We kind of boxed ourselves in or made ourselves think like it had to be just like this. Creatively, we gave ourselves two roads. We gave ourselves two ways of seeing things. And yet Spirit is saying you totally neglected or negated or didn't even know that another path could open up. And it's going to really take in a lot of what gives you your spark, that makes you you, and that opens up a door. So that's going to be really, really interesting. There's also somebody coming in, very passionate, very determined, okay, that has us seeing things in a new light and in a new way. This person is going to be, I'm just hearing hot, hot. And I feel like they run hot. Like they like the rooms to be cool because they have this heat, they have this passion to them. Okay? Yeah, they run hot. Or they'll say like, oh, my blood runs hot type of thing. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's what's coming through from Spirit. It moves us to the 9 of Swords. We're overthinking something. It's kind of like we immediately didn't get to where we wanted to be. So now there's a lot of worry around us and we're overthinking certain things. We're overthinking, the way that we should be moving forward or what we should be doing. And there's a worry that robs us of sleep, but there's also a worry that robs us of just this passion, this fire, this ingenuity, this way of moving forward that really lets us shine. And then brings us to the 9 of Wands. We're listening to everybody and we're going to try and please everyone, but we're going to feel like it's aging us because it's robbing us of our energy. So there's going to be something here where the worry, and it just feels like it's almost like it's like we're slowing down, okay? And we look in the mirror and we think, oh my gosh, I look like haggard, or I look, aged beyond my years. And Spirit is saying, connect with you again. You've lost your voice. You've lost your purpose. And you've let everybody else's words take over. So just be aware of this. There's a new road that's opening up, okay? Again, that's coming through very, very clearly. But there's a real sense of new opportunities coming to us. And people kind of bringing us these opportunities. It's like something falls into our laps. And it sounds too good to be true. Well, it is true. There's something here where like, this is what you're passionate about. This is what you desire. This is what you need in your life. Go after it. Do it. Shine. And it brings us to this place of strength, of determination, of focus, of insight. And we're stronger than we think we are. And this is a time where we need to embrace that strength, where we need to embrace that determination, because there is a sense that if we're not strong, we're being swindled. Like there is somebody who comes in who wants to rob our money, who wants to, make us feel like a beggar, a pauper. And that's just not where we are anymore. There is a sense of, that was the dynamic of the relationship before, because there's somebody here who makes you feel like a small child. And this feels like a parent energy coming through, but it can also be a relationship where the power dynamic was not equal. It wasn't equal at all. This can also be, because this is a general reading, this can also be somebody who's like, oh, well, my skill at this is better than your skill, and you believe them. But they were talking out of their ass. I mean, seriously, they really were, because they just liked making people feel small. And so there's this energy here of our power has been drained, or we didn't ask for the money that we deserved, and now we're starting to see, wait a minute, I'm worth more than what I had originally thought. It brings us to the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of money, handing us a gift of prosperity. It's like, take these seeds and plant it. You will be surprised at what grows. And then with the Ace of Swords coming in, God, Source, Spirit, again, however you see the divine, the universe, is also handing us a gift of knowledge, handing us a gift of determination and a focus of this real insight that is opening up the door. We're cutting through a lot of doubts and fears and negativity. And as we do so, we see where we want to stand, but we're also having a much more confident voice. And as we have this confident voice, we have this confident insight to ourselves. There's the sense of the world opening and us opening to it. It leads us to evolution. We're changing. We've evolved. We're walking into a new world. We're walking into a new sense of self, but we're also walking into a new beauty of who we are and where we want to be in our lives. There's almost a sense of, before we were cocooned and we were hiding away and we were growing, and it was a necessary growth. But now we're going to see our wings spreading. We're going to see us flying. We're going to see us going after what we want and what we need and what we desire and who it is that we are. And that changes the game. That really does change the game. And so here, we're changing the game because there's this worry and this fear that has been a part of us, and it's kept us from our money. It really has. And there's somebody who's planted these seeds that I'm just not enough. But the strength within us is going to open up these doors. And there's also a sense of, just being confident enough to walk forward and say, I deserve this. Because you deserve it as much as anybody, Pisces. I mean, you really, really do. There's a fire to you, a passion to you. Don't box yourself in. You're going to want to say, but this is the way people do it. Who the heck cares what everybody else does? This is the way you do it. This is the way you express yourself. Let that shine. It's through the planting of seeds. It's something that takes time to build. Okay, so what you're going to be excelling at doesn't happen instantaneously. It builds. It's like it takes down its root. It puts down its roots first. So this can be that you have an astounding green thumb, and you can make a good living off of plants or vegetables, or even just some sort of botany. Okay, here. But there's also something that takes time. It builds. You're going to say it has its roots. It has its roots in something. That word is very important. And you're going to find that it grows and it grows. There's also a beauty in your voice, the way that you cut right to the heart of the matter. You're not somebody who BS's. I mean, you're really, really not. If people want somebody who's like more, wordy and flowery, you're not going to be the person that they go to. You're going to get right to, especially not during this time, you're going to get right to the heart of the matter. And that actually, for some people, they don't want to see the truth. They just want to be heard. So that can be a little bit hard for some people here. But there's going to be a determination to you and a focus to you. And people are going to be quite impressed by that, taken aback. Okay? So just realize that you're changing the power dynamic. And that's going to be something that leads you, again, in a direction that you didn't think you could go in. You have a tendency to worry, period. Pisces, it's part of your personality. Understand that you have a tendency to worry and don't feed it. Because it will be so easy to feed that worry, that doubt, that fear. And feed it off of, a hurt or a power game that was done either in your youth or with somebody that you really, really loved. So just be aware of this, that this negativity can come forward and just like hits you in the back of the knees. It kind of brings you down every now and then, and it just takes you by surprise. So just be aware of this, okay? But there's a passion to you, there's a fire to you, there's a new dawn, a new way of looking at things. And this is a time where you're going to really be taking the passionate heat of things. So I just see this as the summer sun coming forward. Now, if you're in the southern hemisphere, the sun is still, intense. So just embracing that sun, embracing that drive, and knowing that you have to be out in nature, taking time and sitting outside every single day or going for a walk every single day, you're going to find that really life-changing. So let's look at the energy to be mindful of. It's the Three of Swords. It's doubts, fears, negativity, heartbreaks, pains, disappointment, trying to bring you down, just getting the best of you. These are the things that have broken us as human beings, and we all go through them. What we need to do is we need to name them and look at them and say, I see you. You don't get to rob me of my gifts anymore. And there's a real sense of, even though I've been hurt, I am amazingly strong. And you're really embracing that strength. It brings us to our subconscious chakra energy, and that's balance. This is the root chakra. We are coming into balance, and you can even kind of see the two fish here, right? The Pisces symbol of the two fish swimming together. And at the root, you're coming into balance with yourself. You're learning how to really master the way your energy flows, the way you swim, the way you're developing, the way you move forward. It brings us to our subconscious tarot energy, and it's the Six of Cups. We're going to have a tendency to go to the past, and that's why we have to be very mindful of the Four of Coins. The past has its benefits, yes, but it also has its heartbreaks and its pains. It also has the benefit of us remembering only what we want to remember, or find to be the highlights of those times, or the low points of those times. So our past isn't necessarily our remembrance isn't as clear as we want it to be. So here with the Six of Cups, there's a need to stay in the now and to not let the past rule us, because the past can be very overwhelming for us. And we're going to have a real tendency here, Pisces, to just kind of want to slip into it and say, oh, well, things were so much better when, and oh, it was so much easier when, and oh, it was so much happier when. We're not in the past anymore. We can't bring that forward as much as we would want to. Now it's the time to live in the present and be as successful and as happy as you can possibly be. And that will be building a most wonderful future for you. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces, and may blessings always be with you.